Welcome back to another episode of the Glory Hunter Career Mode here, coming off of that World Cup win with France in the summer, and then also coming off the treble with Barcelona as our last club, winning winning La Liga, the Copa del Rey, Copa de España in the game, and obviously the Champions League. We have now taken ourselves over to Italy to try and conquer Serie A, Coppa Italia, and possibly Europa League. We are in the Champions League. I'm going to try and get us into third spot and get us into the Europa League and then try to win it that way. And if we don't do that, we have one more opportunity with Bundesliga. Obviously, if we don't win Serie A or the Coppa Italia, we will stay here at AC Milan. The team is actually looking kind of nice already. We have Mainan and Roy as two decent goalkeeper options. Actually, not even decent, very good. Anthony Lopez, he's getting up there. We are going to look to loan or sell him off, as well as Barbosa. We do not need Deadwood in this team. We have Alphonso Davies as our main left back with McCallum as our backup left back. Honestly, I think that's fine. I don't think we have to touch that. We have Jimenez, who's 31, Fofana, and then Brahimi as well. There is a couple more low-rated center backs that I'm honestly going to look to offload in this transfer window as well. They just look awful, and we're actually going to try and offload Jimenez as well. You will see who I'll try to bring in just a second. We have Frimpong as our main right back with Calvel as our backup right back. That is good enough for us. In the midfield, center defensive mid options, just holding midfielders. We have Tonali, Paulina, Adarabambi. I butchered his name like crazy. I'm actually going to go ahead and try and sell both these guys and Paulina as well. Tonali can stay. We'll look for a new midfielder in that respect. Solomon, he can stay. He's going to be a backup option. He might even start at some point. Giorena is our main cam. Maldini is our backup cam, but he looks like he might be on his way out of the club. Rashford, we have Rafael Leao. Now, honestly, I'm doing a personal Man City save, and I don't like him right now, so we'll see what happens with that. We have De Ketelaere as our main striker, Jackson and Lukaku all in there as well. Now, I do like De Ketelaere, but there's one main man that we have used before that I want to bring back. We have 127 million to spend, and I want to bring back Dries Simmons from that Aston Villa save. He was absolutely insane when we were playing with Aston Villa when we won the Premier League, the FA Cup, and the Conference League. We will look to bring him back into our squad and possibly even bring him in along with us for the rest of our managerial career. There's a couple deadweight or just backup players that we could be interested in signing just to boost the squad depth a lot more and have some okay backup options for just terrible games that we don't need players. So I'll probably end up signing all these players on a free and then sign Dries Simmons as our first signing of the summer. And we do say goodbye to Mato. He's on his way to Barcelona for 34 million. That is one player gone. We also bring in multiple free agents into the squad just for that squad that, like I said, I am looking for more players as I go along though. And we will, in fact, bring in that star man, Dries Simmons. He will join the squad alongside De Ketelaere. They'll be battling it out for that starting striker position. We send off Romelu Lukaku over to Aston Villa for this swap deal plus 85 million. It's a big transfer sum, cash plus Lukaku, but it is what it is. We do get our main man in as our striker. And he might if he tore up the Premier League like he did that, he might tear up the Serie A here as well. And Daniel Maldini, he is gone off for loan. We do have another center attacking mid in for him, so it's not too bad. It's just a sweet swap. He's on his loan to West Ham for the rest of the season. Marcus Rashford is on his way out. He's going to Aston Villa for 68 million. I necessarily didn't want to sell him as a high priority, but we need the money, so he is gone. We obviously have Rafael Leao as our main man anyway. But that is another 68 million or 66, 65 million into the bank. And we bring in Arsenal star center back William Saliba. He will join Ashley from Roma So we weaken another Italian rival side by bringing in one of their best center backs in the game. We give them Jimenez, though. He should deteriorate for them. So it is kind of like a straight swap deal. But Saliba has room to grow. Jimenez does not. That is signing number 3 or 4 of actually buying players of the season. We also signed a lot of free agents as well, and we're looking to sign even more free agents. There's a left back, 82 rated, that I will be bringing in as well. Gravenberch joins the squad as well. We offer them Paulina plus 105 million to bring in Gravenberch from Arsenal. 89 overall. He will fit in perfectly in that midfield spot next to Tonali. He'll be the creative side midfielder besides behind Giorena, feeding balls into him and to our wingers and striker. Gravenberch, signing number 4 of the summer, and it's the rest of our budget pretty much. And we bring Aman Hamad on loan from Liverpool. I'm pretty sure this is Mohamed Salah's regen. He is 86 overall. He will fit perfectly in that starting spot over Solomon for this season. We did manage to bring him on loan. Let's get into it. This is a team as it looks as right now. We have Rafael Leao as our left winger. We have Simmons taking that starting spot over De Ketelaere. We have Ahmed on the right winger side. We have Giorena, Gravenberch, and Tonali. This is a makeshift kind of midfield 4-3-3 holding. We just push Reina up a little bit as well as Gravenberch slightly. We have Alphonso Davies. We have Fofana, Saliba, and Frimpong on our defensive line with Mainan in net behind the sticks. On the bench, we have De Ketelaere, Solomon, Bellini, Briand, Yurdic, Calvo, and the left back that I told you I was getting signed. 82 overall, backup left back now for Alphonso Davies. We also have Lowe, Roy, Martins, Gill, a bunch of kind of just decent but deadwood players into the team as well. That is looking nice. I am still looking for improvements. Possibly finding another center back for Fofana, maybe a left-footed center back, but we have to bring in some money somehow. Wesley Fofana has been sold. He's on his way to West Ham for 78.5 million. Now we do have to go sign another center back now. We have a week before first game's up. We could have got 12.6 million more. It is what it is. That's what happens when you delegate it. We only get 69.5 million for that, but that should be well enough to get in a player I want to bring in. Hold on now. Who is this? 87 overall. I'm assuming this is Messi's regen. It has to be. I don't want to bring in Messi's regen. I bought in Salah's regen. Can I loan him? Because he's 20. I could. Ooh. Him and Hamid going battling the battle. I'm going to try it. But Yuxo Cuevas, I want to bring him in. Obviously, he was a player from our Aston Villa save. We brought him in when he was a little bit younger and not as good as he is now. He did continue to grow, and we love to see that. We are going to try and bring him in for around 35 to 45 million. And 38 million, that's a little bit, probably way too much we paid for. He'll be bringing into the squad, though. We bring in Jorginho Lopez, a center defensive mid, 79 overall. He will be a good backup option in that midfield for Tonali if he ever needs a break or if he ever gets injured. We are a couple days out from our first game of the season, but it's looking like we actually just sold a player. Sam McCollum, he's on his way to Burnley for 13 million. I no longer need that backup striker since I have De Ketelaere and Simmons battling out. That is good for that as well. And we bring in Danny Carrasco, a center back free agent as well. He will come in. He will be a backup option for Cuevas and Saliba, 77 overall. He'll probably sit on the bench for a majority of the season, but we did not have a single backup center back higher than 70 overall, so that was a must-need signing. And Barcelona go ahead and accept, and the player accepts as well. And Pata, Messi's regen, will join the squad on loan for this at least 6 months. Whether or not he goes back or not depends how much game time he gets alongside Ahmed. But back-to-back loanees for great players battling it out on that right wing position. That is some healthy competition. And honestly, this team is actually kind of looking insane. It might be impossible to get knocked down to the Europa League. In our first game of the season, I'm actually not going to play this one. We will go ahead and quick sim it. But just look at this team. Rafael Leao, Simmons, Reina, Ahmed, Gravenberg, Tonali, Davies, Cuevas, Saliba, Frimpong, Manan. It's an insane team. And it should be an easy win. In fact, it is. Rafael Leao, Ahmed, Simmons, and Gravenberch all on the score sheet. A 4-1 win against Sassuolo. We have Juventus up next. We'll play that one instead. Game of the season is here against Juventus. Chiesa, Vlahovic, Kulusevski, Havertz, Camavinga, Moretti, Trufe, Torres, Ta, Jasic, and Szczesny. We are having this insane team. We are going with the same exact 11. Let's get into it and see what this team can do. Let's see what this team can really do against a top opponent. Obviously, we have to out-battle Juventus this whole entire season to try and win that league title and Coppa Italia as well. I almost took the Juventus job. Here's Gio Reyna though. Gio Reyna threading it through for Simmons. Simmons in for Ahmed. Can't get the shot off cleanly. Juventus survived that. Gravenberg in for Gio Reyna. Gio Reyna out wide for Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao now in for Simmons. It's 1-0 for Milan. Juventus are in the depths already. And it's Simmons with his second goal of the season. Told y'all, this guy is insane. For saves. Tonali on the corner. Simmons on the header, no. Out wide for Reina. Back in for Tonali. Back in for Simmons. Juventus was there. Ahmed gets it though for Rafael Leao now. Back to Ahmed. Back in for Leao. Back to Ahmed. Gets it on his left. Finds the back of the net. And AC Milan up 2-0 after only 25 minutes. Here come Juventus. It's Chiesa. Saliba's there to defend. Crossed in for Vlahovic. Magnan can't save it. And I'm not sure what's going on, but I am conceding more and more nearsighted goals. I feel like every goal I concede at the moment is near side. It's never back post, it's never middle of the goal, it's always near side to the keeper, and they just can't handle it. It's 2-1. There's a battle. I was hoping I was dreading I was gonna run away with this. I wanted a battle. Simmons now. Off kickoff. Can we create something special? That shot is awfully weak. We just gotta defend nicely. Don't let them get no cheese. Frimpong just cleared up the field. That's not up the field. It's not what we want. It's Juventus. It's Saliba. And now De Ketelaere. And now possibly Solomon. And that should be game over. It will be game over. Potter might get on the score sheet. He's going to find De Ketelaere. No, he won't. A 2-1 win over Juventus. I will take that. It's a good win, and our season is still going strong after only 2 games. 2 wins, 6 points. And one last signing of the summer window on deadline day. We bring in Matteo Guendouzi in from Atletico Madrid. He will be a backup center midfielder for Gravenberg and Tonali. Boosting that bench just even that much more. 64 million spent on him. That is our transfer window done and dusted. I will go down into detail. Actually, let's just do it now. We bring in Dries Simmons. We bring in William Saliba, Gravenberg, Cuevas, Guendouzi, Gil, Juric, Martins, Lowe, Brian, Neto, Lopez, Carrasco. Ahmed and Paeta are all on free agents, or these two at least are on loans, so we do not really spend that much any for him besides just wages for them. That is a massive transfer window spent. How much money did we spend in that transfer window? Expenses, 322 million on transfers. That's absolutely insane. We brought in 249. We are still in the green by 200 mil. That is great to see. But that is our transfer window done now, and we move on to, I guess, Champions League play. We have Arsenal in our group. We have Napoli up here, though. We'll see that. We might play this game. Now, obviously, our main goal for Champions League is to not be in it after these 6 group stage games. We want to be knocked down to Europa League. So this is going to sound crazy, and honestly, I doubt people are going to watch this. So I'm kind of just talking to myself. But we are purposely going to lose this game on purpose. We are pretty much going to forfeit it and try and lose it. Try and at least lose these 2 to Arsenal in the group stage. We're going to have to win at least 1 or 2 against one of the other sides. But as far as Arsenal, we want to give them those 2 wins. So we will simply just let them score. We need them to run with the field. Just go with the field. Go with the field. Yes. Yes. The keeper is out of his net. Just find the back of the net, and that's 1-0 for Arsenal. I'm going to get it up to 3. And by doing that, I am going to concede own goals. This is a little bit scummy, but it is what we are going to have to do. We want to get knocked down to Europa League. That is 3-0. That should be it. We should not be able to come back from that. If we come back, I'd be insane. Simmons still finds the score sheet. That's actually crazy for him. But we do lose 3-1. It's a little bit scumbaggish-ish, but it's what must be done. Now, Galatasaray did not pick up any points. This should be one that we should win against. We should help Leverkusen get into that as well. It should be Arsenal and Leverkusen getting through. We have to beat Galatasaray twice here for sure. So we will go ahead and play the attack-only highlights and hope for the best. What happened here? We got to win this game for sure. It's a Milan attack. It's Simmons on the ball. He has Rafael Leao to his left. He finds him. And Rafael Leao should be able to find the back of the net. And what he does is 1-0 for AC Milan. 37 minutes, and now we are up 1-0 still. It's Gio Reyna on the ball. He's going to look to find Rafael Leao, who looks to find Simmons. 2 ahead of him. Second half now, literally straight off into the second half. It's Gravenberg. He has Simmons. He might be offside. It's a good save anyway. 63 minutes, and now it's still 1-0. I mean, as long as we're winning, it don't really matter. Simmons will hold it up for Ahmed. Ahmed will lose the ball. It's 1-1. 1-1. Pata is on now. This is our last chance to grab the winner. Looking to find Simmons. We don't. He overplays him. It's a 1-1 draw. I will take it. Be interesting to see what happens from there, though. And after 7 games, we have 6 wins, 1 draw, and 0 losses. We are first place by 3 points after Roma are currently in second with 16. Fiorentina on 15, Inter on 14, and then Atalanta on 13. We will go ahead and play that. Atalanta is undefeated as well. Let's get into this game.
A good performance and an excellent result for
Cuevas wins it back. And for Simmons, it's 1-0. This guy is insane. And AC Milan have the lead already. Tonali, Rafael Leao. And for Simmons, he's going to hold it up out wide for Davies. Can he find Leao? He can, and Leao loses the ball. Well, not loses, it gets a corner. Tonali
Now the delivery.
to pour across. Ahmed will win it back for Gio. Saliba, Ahmed,
It's there for him.
Ahmed, Saliba, William Saliba. He goes near post. It's 2-0.
Good fire fashion and looking very comfortable here.
A center back scoring on
So the ball
Atalanta.
rolling again. 2-0
What
the
is
score.
going on?
And the keeper can gather.
Nope, he
And a
just
goal
okay.
kick. Give it
Gravenberg, Ahmed,
Ahmad.
Simmons, Gio, Ahmed,
Nice looking pass.
Ahmed to make it 3. It is 3. This is too easy. I'm quick simming this. A 6-1 win. Rafael Leao scores a second half hat trick. Saliba, Simmons, and Ahmed on the score sheet in the first half, and we absolutely cruise past Atalanta. Leverkusen, and we're going to quick sim this. We'll let the computer decide what happens here. We lose it anyway. 3-2, Osimhen, Reina, and then Gravenberg on the score sheet for us. Now it's time for Roma. This will be the last game of the episode. They are in second. We are in first. We are 3 points behind them. We can make it a 6-point gap. Dybala, Gnabry, Malin, McKennie, Diego Carlos. Let's get into it. I'm actually going to go ahead and start Pata over Ahmed. I would give De Ketelaere a shot, but Simmons is just too good to drop at the moment. Gio, Alphonso Davies. Back in for Gio. He finds the backer, and then AC Milan breakthrough. It's 1-0. I haven't had Guendouzi on the bench the whole. Yikes. Tonali whips in across. Cuevas on the header. It's 2-0. And AC Milan might have just won this game. Ahmed in for De Ketelaere and for Rafael Leao, adding insult to injury. It's 3-1. They're opening up like a prostitute.
So the live action continues. It's all Milan. They hold the aces.
Gio in for De Ketelaere. De Ketelaere to make it 4. It is 4. Hey, Roma has fallen apart in these last 25 minutes game.
Kefren Turam.
And that is game over. What was a close competition for at least the 60 minutes until we got that second and open it up. We get 4 and we win by 4-0. And we are now 6 points clear in the league. Almost halfway through the first half. I will see y'all next episode. Go ahead and leave a like and subscribe. And next episode, we'll get into the transfer window. We will get into hopefully getting into the Europa League, albeit a little scumbaggish. I will see y'all then. Peace out.